It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Detroit Lions.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tw0MinsLate422's.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
On 1st down, Tw0MinsLate422's. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tw0MinsLate422's. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back 1st downs. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. Throwing now is Tw0MinsLate422's. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Tua now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
The 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Tua on the move to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Tua Tagovailoa who called his own number and finished it off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on first. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Dobbins, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
7 yards there and a first down. Tua now on first down. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, Elliott. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On second down, Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it? When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, Anthony Lynn says, let's go for 3. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
Lions 6.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Snyder. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from you. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 8 yards out, and the Lions have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the boots right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
Right back to him on first down. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man in concert.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
No.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
their own 25-yard
Here
line.
comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep, because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, or whatever.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
25 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Cowboys 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Tua. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Steps away. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Called out a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On second down, Tw0MinsLate422's. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going for it with Tw0MinsLate422's. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Here's Tw0MinsLate422's on 1st and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. going to the air. Tagovailoa. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
C.D. Lamb. That's good for a Cowboy.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards to the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Tua. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. Past the 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be complete to Tw0Mins. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this will be incomplete. A physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Man, this is ridiculous.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it with.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Brandon, sometimes just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
11 yards there, 1st down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Again, they will throw it with Tw0MinsLate422's. He's got his man on the crossing route. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Tua to throw again. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play. Tua hit and the ball is out. And the Lions have recovered.
The quarterback sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Detroit.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for